People love to see the sea turtles.
Annie Giroux, an educator at the Georgia Sea Turtle Center, is walking me inside a building so many people pass through each year.
All right, so what is this area right here?
So we are walking into our gift shop first, which actually has something a lot of people miss, but we have a very large skeleton hanging from the ceiling. This is Archelon, which is actually a prehistoric sea turtle.
Once you pass Archelon and the many souvenirs lining this gift shop, you enter the Learning Center, where you become knowledgeable about sea turtles, their nesting process, and the many threats they're facing.
Just kind of those natural threats that they're facing out there, predators, sometimes they get sick, but unfortunately humans are a really big problem as well. We see lots of entanglement cases, we're gonna see things like boat strikes, and then just kind of pollution out there in the ocean.
One of the biggest draws in this area is the treatment room, where visitors like these people can watch veterinary staff while they work on the patients.
This is Hawksby, who is a fairly new patient, and they came in as what we consider a debilitated case. So that's typically some kind of illness. So regularly we are pulling some blood from them so we can read their values and figure out a little bit more about them. And then based off of that, we'll give them fluids and vitamins and that sort of thing.
Giroux says on average, turtles stay here between 3 and 6 months for rehabilitation and stay in the rehabilitation pavilion or sea turtle hospital. Here, visitors get a closer look at the turtles, the other reptiles, types of illnesses, and where they're from.
Inlet is one of our green sea turtles. Unfortunately, they are dealing with a virus. Inlet has been here the longest out of all of our patients.
And then I see Inlet is from Jacksonville.
Yes, Inlet is from Jacksonville.
You can even learn more facts about turtles in this area if you ask the educators.
My favorite fact about sea turtles actually has to do with their anatomy, and it is a sea turtle's throat. So they have a bunch of little spines that line their throat and point downwards, and that's because while they're eating and they're underwater, they're drinking a lot of salt. So in order to make sure they don't get dehydrated, they spit out all of their water, and then by having those spines, it holds on to that food and keeps it down where it needs to be.
And speaking of food, you can also watch the turtles chow down in this area when it's feeding time.